Good Saturday afternoon, everyone. Meteorologist Stone Schaefer here live for a quick little update about what is going on across mid-Michigan. If you have our First Alert Weather app, or really any app or social media, you've probably seen here through this afternoon, we have widespread flooding as rain chances have continued to be a widespread sight. Really started last night into this morning and even into this afternoon. And we've been very saturated over the last really week or so with rain chances on and off that look to continue here across mid-Michigan. So we start off our stream here for this afternoon. Downtown Saginaw still showing rain chances of falling. It's a lot lighter than it was earlier in the day, but it's still enough that we are seeing more and more flood concerns. That is why when we look at our flood alert maps, you are seeing areas across the Tri-Cities, the Tittabawassee River, the Saginaw River, and the Cass River, all expected to flood. They have flood warnings advised with them. We've had lots of reports in areas across the Tri-Cities where you have especially Tittabawassee River flooding, roads are flooding. It's just going to be one of those afternoons that if you do have travel plans, make sure you are staying weather aware. As always, turn around, don't drown. This water can be deeper than what it appears as you're getting out and about. I've seen photos where, hey, that water doesn't look too deep, but you see a light post right next to it that water's getting pretty high. It could cause damage to your vehicles. When we sort of zoom out here, we can see we have our flood watches in place for areas like Midland, Bay, Saginaw, Shiawassee, Genesee counties, Lapeer, Sanilac, and Tuscola. And as you can see, it's not only the Tri-Cities seeing flood warnings across their rivers. In Aranac County there, you have Shiawassee County, Genesee County, a lot of the rivers there, and even not in the TV5 viewing area. Talking out west towards Grand Rapids, you also seeing flood warnings and flood watches when it comes to this rain right now. So let's take a live look out there. We actually do have our own TV5 First Alert meteorologist, Matthew Monroe. He is out in Midland right now with just a view of what you're going to expect. So let's send it over to him.
Hey there, Stone. Yeah, this is I'm First Alert meteorologist Matthew Mondro out here in Midland right now. I'll go ahead and turn my camera around, so bear with me here because I am working on. I'm here at the Tridge right now, so you can see the Tridge here, and plenty of high water on the Chippewassee, the Tittabawassee, and the Chippewa River. So, of course, the Tridge is these three rivers all intersect with one another. But as Stone was mentioning too, a lot of flooding in other low-lying areas. I've actually been driving around today, just checking out Midland, checking out the Frankenmuth area, Vassar, Bridgeport, and Burt. So I've gone all along the Cass River and the Tittabawassee River, and of course now in Midland. But just kind of showing you how things are looking here at the Tridge right now. I'm walking towards Chippewassee Park, and you'll see as I get a little bit closer, it's pretty impressive actually how much water there is here as of right now. And there have been some folks just also walking down here, kind of checking out how conditions have been for right now. But we'll keep getting towards the end of the Tridge. So again, this is looking out over Chippewassee Park. So you can see actually in the distance there, M20. And on the other side of that, of course, is Curry Golf Course. Curry Golf Course is also completely closed off right now. There's actually a lot of standing water. A lot of the course is underwater. And now you're seeing here this live look at Chippewassee Park. So there's the pavilion. You can see the playscape over in the background too. And as we look over to the other side here where the Chippewa River is, the water very easily overflowing its banks right now. And much of Chippewassee Park is actually underwater right now. So there's the sign. I'm unsure if I can zoom in here on my phone, but there's the sign for the park. And there's another sign, Adopt a Park from Midland. So, of course, a lot of standing water out here as of right now. Seeing a lot of farm fields, a lot of drainage ditches that are even being overwhelmed by all of this water that's out here too. So let me flip this camera back around here. A couple of messages here because while I was driving near Curry Golf Course, they have actually been closing some of the roads here around Midland. A lot of these roads that run into some low-lying areas because there is water over the roadways. There have been police driving around too. So as always, just follow any closures, and if they are steering you away from a certain area, just be sure that you are heeding their advice, because I've seen some of that activity around here already, and people driving the wrong way down one ways to try to get photos and such. So we just want to pass along the word for that, to make sure that you're not doing that, because again, there are some road closures out here already in Midland as a result of all this rainfall and all this flooding as well. So I think that'll about do it here, though. I'll turn this around one last time. Just one thing that's catching my eye here as I walk. Fast the current on the river is. I don't know if my phone is doing it much justice here, but in person, the current here on the river right now is very impressive. And actually, a little bit earlier when I was out here too, saw an entire floating down the river, and it was moving quickly too. So the water is moving along very quickly. Let's see if you can catch a little bit of a better view of that there. You can kind of see that current there. So yeah, it's very wet, very rainy, and there is a lot of standing water out here. Rainfall. So hope you all stay dry. Check your drainage, check your gutters, check your sumps, and just try to do what you can to mitigate all this water. So Stone, we'll send it back over to you.
Well, thank you, Matthew. Obviously out there just investigating some of the flooding that is going on. We're going to have more people out and about here through the rest of our day, just keeping you up to date with what you can anticipate when it comes to that flooding across mid-Michigan. Grand Blank's another area that has had lots of reports. I know I've been told there's been some businesses down there that have been impacted, so that's just something we're seeing with this development. And as you can see on SkyTracker, we're not done with the rainfall. We sort of had this larger area still moving its way through. It's not the heaviest. It's going to be light at times, but it's still rain that's going to pile on to our already saturated ground that is creating flood conditions. Obviously, it's just more rain that's going to end up in our rivers that are already over the levels that they should see for flooding, just like Matthew was just showing there. So that's what we are seeing. In terms of when this rain will start to move out, I think we still got a few more hours. I think it does end a little bit later, but as you can see on our hour by hour, we most likely see lighter rain through about 6 to 7 p.m. It will be after that that I think this rain chance moves its way out and will actually be dry for the remainder of our Saturday night into Sunday. So some good, obviously, dry period. We look to have a drier stretch as well as we get over the next couple of days. But we still have at least 2 to 4 more hours of rainfall. Even though it is lighter, still enough to give us some concerns in terms of more flooding across mid-Michigan here as we get through the 3 o'clock hour. So again, I'll just pull up SkyTracker before we get to the end of our live stream. Like I mentioned, still seeing rain across almost all of our TV viewing area here in the 3 o'clock hour. Luckily, it should be on the lighter side, but definitely enough that we are going to continue to watch for flooding impacts. We will have, again, more coverage in our 6 p.m. newscast. In our 10 and 11 p.m. newscast, we'll also have some more live streams through the remainder of our afternoon and evening, just keeping you updated with what we are seeing across mid-Michigan. So make sure you check that out. You can download our TV5 First Alert weather app. That will also keep you up to date. If a warning or a watch does get issued for your location, that will alert you. I will also have videos out on there through the remainder of our afternoon and evening. And you can also head over to our website at WNEM.com. There, our live stream tab is where you can catch live streams like this one, or you can catch our newscast. You can also get more from the First Alert weather team and our news teams as we get through the remainder of our Saturday into our Sunday. But with that, I am going to end the stream here. Hopefully you can stay dry. Hopefully you can sort of fight off the rain here through the remainder of our afternoon, and obviously have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Enjoy Easter as much as you can with the wet conditions that will carry over. We also have a cool down on the way as temperatures drop back into the 30s and 40s. So even though it's going to be dry, you're going to want to be bundled up for your Easter Sunday.